I think the President's public comments still stand. He said that it's going to, we're aiming for a summit in May or early June. Nothing has changed that. In terms of venue, we've nothing to announce right now about that, or really in terms of the details, other than what the President has said, which is he has accepted an invitation to meet with the leader of North Korea to achieve the permanent denuclearization of North Korea. So that is going to be one of the key topics that President Trump is going to be talking about with Prime Minister Abe. It has been since President Trump came into office one of the key topics. They've conferred extremely closely on this. As I mentioned the other day, President Trump has met with Prime Minister Abe more than he's met with any other foreign leader. And Prime Minister Abe and the President are going to want to exchange views in advance of a summit with the North Korean leader, so that we make sure that Japanese interests and American interests are both fully accounted for. Japanese security interests are American security interests. That's why we are allies. That's what it means to have an alliance.
This is a very important meeting. A lot of really key issues are on the line. You obviously know about the foreign policy side regarding North Korea, which is a major, major issue for Japan and for the United States. On the economic and trade side, there will also be very important issues. Japan is a great friend and ally. We have certain disagreements with respect to some of the trading issues. We'll iron those out, hopefully. Mr. Abe is a friend of President Trump's, and I think the general setting is going to be very positive. There are some bilateral issues, and in fact, the United States would probably like to see a free trade agreement come out at some point with Japan. There are discussions and considerations. There's nothing at all concrete. It's too early to say. The President has asked me to give it another look, if you will. I think Japan is going to move towards a vote in their parliament on the matter. It's a very important issue there. I can't say what we'll do. It's way too early.
What's been the reception on the Japanese side when you broach that with them? Are they willing to engage with the United States on allowing the U.S. back into
Yes.
TPP?
Yes, but that's all it is, just, if you will, talk. It has to be in U.S. interest for us to take another look and actually go into it. The President believes it is not presently in U.S. interest to sign it. This trade coalition of the willing that I've been talking about and others have been talking about is really aimed at China. I mean, China is a first world economy behaving like a third world economy. And with respect to technology and other matters, they have to start playing by the rules. And the President emphatically supports that view. That is the essence of his policy. Play by the rules, or there will be consequences. It can be negotiated out if it's satisfactory to both parties. But I think my point about China is our complaints, if you will, particularly with respect to technology, but not only. You know, you've got various trade barriers to come down. You've got various market openings to come down. But with respect to these disputes, the rest of the world is with us. The President hasn't consciously sought this, but it's happened, and it's a good thing. So I think it strengthens our case. And I don't want to get caught up in bilateral this, bilateral that. You know, Europe, Britain, Japan, Asia, capitalist countries in Asia, Australia, they're all behind us on this. And so I'm hoping that China reads that carefully and responds, positively.